Hello, couch potatoes. Welcome to another episode of On the Sofa with your girl, me, Lil Sonya. And I got this beautiful young thing in here with me today, Miss Destiny Blacque, up and coming actress. And we're going to get up in her business today, y'all. So, Destiny, I don't know if you had a chance to check out the show, but I always ask my guests to give me a number no greater than your current age.
8.
Okay, Destiny, number 8. Now, tell me, how does 8-year-old Destiny tie into the Destiny that's sitting with us today?
Do I even remember 8-year-old Destiny?
Yes, you do.
I don't even remember yesterday. I actually think there's a lot of connections now. Just being very open, just entertainment-wise, being silly and goofy, not really caring what anybody got to say. And just, just living the life that, I think my younger self would love. Just like, okay, I'm still singing in the shower. I'm still messing around in the car. I'm still talking to myself in the mirror. Just like stuff
That's how
like
it starts.
Mm-hmm. It's fun. It's fun.
So at 8 years old, were you aspiring to act at that age?
I don't think acting. For the longest time, I wanted to be a teacher. When I was a kid, I would play on the whiteboard. My neighbor had this huge whiteboard. She would so throw it away, and I was like, "Can I have it? Can I have it?" And I would play teacher every day after school.
Oh,
every day. And I was just a very out there, kind of annoying kid. I would always oh my gosh, watch my dance. So I'm making up dances. Oh my gosh, watch me sing this song. Let's have a dance battle. Or I'm just talking in random things or just saying random things.
I wanted to be in the spotlight.
Yeah, I would put on wigs as a kid. My mother was a singer, so I've always had a microphone in my hand. So I'm walking around the house, just doing whatever. And I think that was the beginning of me knowing oh wow, I've kind of just always been this way.
You got it. It's organic.
Exactly. Exactly. So it's exciting.
So at what age did you aspire to be in front of the television, in front of the camera, big screen?
You know what? I actually don't know if I still want to be. I think it's more just so the craft. I started actually taking acting seriously my senior year of high school. And I was oh, I really like this. I was in band all 4 years and theater in all 4 years.
Okay.
So I would go to band practice, theater practice. I have 10-hour days. And I just loved it. And I wouldn't trade it for anything. And I was working at In-N-Out at the time. So I was I don't want to be here. I want to go back to school.
Every artist that sat on this sofa has extremely hectic schedules and managed to get it done.
I loved it. I enjoyed it so much. And that's kind of when I knew I was I think I have to do this. If I can be on a stage and in rehearsals for 3-5 hours after a 5-hour school day, then this is what I want to do.
So you're a unicorn. You dance, play instruments, sing, act. What do you have time for Destiny?
I don't know. I'm just still trying to find it. I think that's kind of my time when I am doing something I love. That is my time.
Yeah, that's your peace.
Exactly.
It's so tranquil.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because I love being in front of the camera. I just made a post the other day, I can wake up so sick and miserable, but when I come down here, it's it all goes away.
Yeah, when you're doing something you love, that's kind of when you find this is my peace. No one can tell me I'm not having fun.
Yeah, exactly. And you get to be creative in your 100%. Own way. That's important.
I love it.
That's important. So, what was your first big break?
Ooh, I don't know. I think the first big production or anything I did.
Anything you've done that led into today.
I would say getting casted in the lead for one of my high school productions.
Okay.
Yes. I had 2 theater teachers when I was in high school. The first one had his favorites.
Okay.
And I was not one of his favorites.
We know about that.
I was not one of his favorites. And that's okay. It wasn't my time yet.
Right.
I got the new theater teacher, and we did a very old play. It's called Our Town. Old as dirt.
Okay.
Nobody knows that is. And he was like, I hope like you're trying out for the lead. And I did it, and long script. I was like, oh my gosh, I want to do this.
Tell us a little bit about it.
So Our Town is, it's about a girl and a boy, and she ends up, if I'm correct, I believe she ends up dying.
Oh.
Yeah.
You had to die?
I had to die. I think I died. I'm pretty sure I died. And like he was like my best friend, and we got married, and I believe I died, and like I'm just like in this like trance of like I'm like I can see my family, but they don't see me.
Oh my God.
And I'm like,
so you let a ghost.
yeah, play the ghost. Yeah. And then like in the very end, it was so sad. Like I'm like in like, wherever I am, and I can just see him walk into like my grave, and I'm like talking to someone else who's dead, and I'm like, he can't hear me, and then I just start bawling. Yes, that was like the root.
That was the spark.
Yeah, I was like, I'm kind of good at this. Wait a minute, this is it. The little old 18-year-old me, I was like, wait a minute.
I love it. So that was theater in high school.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of high school.
Yes.
How did you keep the ball rolling?
So it was hard because 2 weeks before my high school graduation, my mom actually died.
Oh.
Yes. So my life went from,
I'm so sorry.
Thank you.
My mom's not with me either. She's like,
you know.
Yes, I'm so sorry.
Thank you. It's like,
I was 21, so
I was like, life just turned upside down. And so right after high school, I should have taken a break, but I didn't. I went straight into college. Okay. So I went to UNLV for 1 semester. And during that semester, I just was like, I can't be here.
You weren't able to focus, girl.
Girl, no.
But us Capricorns got to keep going. We got to do something.
Yes. We got to keep going. We keep going for the distraction.
We can't stop.
I don't.
If we stop, we fall into a major depression. Mm-hmm. And it's not. Mm-hmm.
It's not cute. I got to go.
Yeah.
But I was falling into that, and I was living in the dorms against my will. Did not want to be there. Mm-hmm. And then, like during that time, me and my family weren't really on good terms. So essentially, I was by myself. Yeah, and like the only class I was going to was my theater class. All my other classes I stopped going to.
That's because that's in here.
Mm-hmm. I was like, this is the only class that I can actually wake up for and go. And I loved my teacher. I loved him. He was so fun. I couldn't even tell you his name because I don't remember. I know what he looks like. If I ever see him again, I know what you. I know you.
I know you. You remember me?
Literally.
I don't remember you. I
was there
you.
for like 5 months. But that was literally just like, I just had to go. And then at the time, I was like working in escape rooms where they had live actors. So I was like still a working actress.
Okay.
So,
yeah. Keeping it fresh.
Yeah. Time went on. I was like, okay, like I'm just gonna not do it. Because then once me and my family kind of got back together, my dad was like, I want you to go back into acting.
Oh, I'm so happy for that.
Yes.
It's so important to have that support. I wouldn't know what to do without my family.
Yes.
They just made sure I got back and forth to LA,
Literally, my dad, he be getting on my nerves, I'm not gonna lie, but he is like the biggest supporter of my
that's
dreams.
what we're supposed to do. We parents get on your fucking nerves. I mean, I'll get on your nerves too. Okay, it's
we ready to do
Dad,
that.
I got your back. I got your back.
But he paid for my whole IMTA trip.
Love it.
He is the biggest supporter of my dreams. Even though I hate to admit it, he supports me and he wants me to. He will tell me to quit a job to go.
Shout out to you.
He's like, "Why are you nannying? You're supposed to be acting."
Yes. Yes.
So no.
Now is that your grandfather's son?
Yes.
So he has that spirit in him as well. And 9 out of 10, he's probably living through you.
I've only met him twice. Surprisingly, my grandfather.
Really?
Yeah. My mom wasn't a very big fan of my dad's side of the family.
Okay.
And neither it was my dad.
Okay.
So majority of the time, I knew my mother's side of the family.
It's all
family,
it's
you
always
know.
like that most of the time. You want to tell the audience of your grandfather?
Yeah. So
I was excited. I grew up watching him.
My grandfather is Tauren Blaqcue. and his, like, when I say like 60s was his prime, and he was one of the main characters on Hill Street Blues, and he's done like Oliver and Twist, a whole bunch of stuff before my time.
But it's in your blood.
It's there.
It's
So I was like, oh,
genetic.
this is interesting. It's crazy because like my mother was a performer, my grandfather was a performer, my mom's dad was a tap dancer.
Okay.
So it's just a lot of entertainment.
Yeah.
A lot of
energy going on over there.
Stuff happening over.
You're destined.
It's crazy, right?
You're destined.
Yes.
Destiny.
So yeah, my grandfather had 12 kids, and 10 of those kids were adopted.
Okay.
So my dad,
they was doing it.
tried.
They was getting it.
It's crazy. So my dad and my uncle Shelby are his only biological children.
Okay.
Yes. So I am
actually DNA genetics.
Yes. So I am his only, besides my sister, I'm his only biological granddaughter.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Interesting.
Crazy.
Yeah. But that's how the world is. Like
Mhm.
every family has a story that
Right.
you wouldn't believe. Every family.
Crazy, right?
Every person has a story that you wouldn't believe. I was just in a studio with 60 different personalities, and everybody had a story, yet everyone had something in common.
Right.
It was so weird.
It's so crazy how world is.
Yeah.
How tiny the world is.
Yeah, it was so weird. So back to you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what was your first big production? TV wise,
I think
movie wise,
one,
commercial.
yeah. I think one that like really was like, oh, I mean, it was Trisket.
Okay.
Yeah. I was very happy to get that one. I was
Okay.
like, wow, I get my makeup done.
I think I saw that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We little even
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
That one was good.
that one was crazy. I don't even like. I wasn't expecting to get that because I didn't even apply for
You were
Trisket.
such a fucking natural in that
Thank
one.
you.
Yeah, I saw that one on
Mhm.
Instagram.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so funny. Shamel sees all of my work before I see it. So he sends it to me before I can see it. Man, I haven't even seen it yet.
He and I were talking about that in improv class one day. Because he's like, I'll see it and I don't want to be the first to say something or respond to it in the first 2 seconds.
He is the first one. He saw the first one for my Dollar Long commercial. He was the first one for Trisket. I did like, what did I do? It's like LeBron's TV show, like the barbershop.
Okay.
I did background for that. He was first one to see that one. I said, can I see it? I said, I'll be honored. I'll be honored.
So what are you working on now? Anything coming up?
Honestly, no.
No?
I'm taking a step back.
Okay.
Just, yeah, it's like, I have to get my life
Yeah.
in order, and it's always going to be there. The entertainment industry ain't going nowhere.
Nowhere.
I ain't going nowhere. And
Except they coming to Vegas.
right. See, that's it. I'm already
Yeah.
here.
Go on a hiatus until they get
Watch,
here.
I'll find you, Mark.
Yes.
I'll find you. Don't worry about it. I know where Wahlburgers is at.
Yes. I mean, that's exciting that they're coming to
Oh
Vegas
my
and
gosh,
Summerlin
yeah.
just solidified those plans. And
It's exciting.
those studios, it's gonna be some major
Yeah.
work here.
Major, and I think it's really good for us because we already
Yes.
live here, and everyone
Yes.
in LA is like, shit, let's move to Vegas. No, we got time.
They trying to come though because
They
they're
trying.
building so many new communities,
They are.
and a lot of billionaires have already relocated.
Mhm. Oh, they be living up in Inspirata. I know where they live.
They
I know where
already came, so the people gonna follow.
I think like the biggest thing I want to do before they like really get out here is buy a house,
Buy a house.
or buy a condo.
Mhm.
Because then I'm like, you want to rent it?
Yeah.
I rent it. You want to buy that? You want to buy that? You can have it.
Always generate some revenue.
I was like, let me get on my T's and Q's or P's and Q's before they come because
Yep.
our prices are already high.
Yep. And they got high quick,
Mm-hmm.
really quick. And
Insane.
yeah, when they start trickling in, baby, it's over. We're gonna turn into the next Hollywood.
And I'm like, oh, please.
The producers and I and the director, we were just on I was just on a Zoom with them, and they were talking about the pricing.
Mm-hmm.
Like they would never live in LA. You would think that these big producers and directors, no, they was like, no. They was like, we'll never live in LA because it's too high for nothing.
dirt.
Like this
Mud
little
pie.
studio is what $2,000 in LA.
It's crazy. Like Temecula is beautiful, Bakersfield, understandable, but you're not gonna catch me in LA. I grew up in Inglewood. I don't need to go back. I do not need to go back.
Yeah, I can't afford it. I just can't. I cannot. And why are the streets so damn narrow?
They are.
So
They
narrow.
are.
It's really
It's crazy. This is crazy. And I drive that big little Jeep. I'm gonna be hurt.
Oh yeah.
I can't
You have to
make it
wait
out.
until traffic people just come on past before you can go down the
They be
street.
driving too crazy for me out there.
Because my auditions were in the hood. They were in Inglewood.
Girl.
So and the streets were so narrow. I was like, what the hell?
But Inglewood has changed so much. Like Inglewood now, they're like, Inglewood. I say, no, baby. When I was growing up, it's Inglewood.
Okay.
You know what to say no more. When I was there, it wasn't cute.
Okay. Yeah, I get a good vibe when I'm in Inglewood. I stayed in Inglewood. I'm actually, if I'm afforded this part, I'm gonna stay in Inglewood with my girlfriend.
Oh,
For the time. Yeah. So yeah.
I love it. Was when I was there. It had its, it had its downsides, but it's the community that really.
Every city does.
Yeah.
And as long as you have a strong community.
Yeah. It was everyone.
That's what matters. Yeah.
It was great. It was great.
Everybody looks out for each other. You don't have to worry about, locking your doors at night. Although you should.
Lock your doors.
Although you
Lock
should.
your doors.
But just in case you have one of those nights, your neighbor gonna look out for you.
Who outside?
That people gonna cross the street gonna be like, who
in the blinds. I stay in my blinds.
Oh yeah.
What's going on?
Especially if I'm hearing noises.
What's happening?
I'm just fighting again.
Sweeping my driveway. I'm sweeping my driveway.
And who's that coming out of Miss Karen's house?
Despicable.
That's how it goes. That's how it goes.
Crazy.
So Destiny, what are your goals? Because you're so young. What are your goals in life? You're taking a break now.
Yes.
And I think that's good. And I think it's absolutely wonderful that you recognize when it's time to take a break and don't burn yourself out.
Have to.
That's how I feel now. But we got a big age difference, so I get burnt out in 24 hours.
Your burnt out is from good things.
But what are your main goals? What are your goals in life? What do you want to do? Because before we started recording, you were sharing with me teaching.
Yes.
Teaching was your thing. Do you aspire to teach in the entertainment industry opposed to being on the screen yourself?
I just love anything entertainment. I've always even loved like the backside of it.
Okay.
So if teaching is within God's plan for me, then it's gonna happen, But I think just anything, I think I was just born to be like a leader.
Yeah, you a Capricorn,
I'm a Capricorn.
Born leader.
Just let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's just take it and go.
Yeah.
So if that's teaching like little ones how to act, then I would be over the moon. Of course, like I want to act myself, but I mean, if there's an opportunity, then I'm going to take that opportunity,
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think like my goals, honestly, is to like, when I am in the light and in the entertainment industry, is to have a voice.
Yes.
To have a voice. Because y'all be playing.
Yes.
Let me tell you something. Y'all be playing.
Listen up.
Like, come on now. I'm going to tell everybody about themselves. And you might not like it.
You have to. I just don't like the way the industry try to make Black women seem hostile.
And I feel like a lot of it is when their melanin is richer. Like we could get a pass for being angry and not being stereotyped.
Yep.
But if it was somebody else, that's
Yep.
like, oh, angry Black woman.
Yep.
I say, y'all haven't seen Angry yet, okay?
Yep.
But yeah.
And then they have the right to be when you fuck them over.
Taraji, like, y'all pay that woman.
You fucking them over and you doing them wrong. Raw talent.
Just pure Angela Bassett.
This shit is a lot. It's a lot.
It's hard.
I just went through 3 days of auditioning and I feel like I've been through the ringer. So imagine being on set.
Just for months at a time, shooting in the ass crack of dawn. Like, acting is not easy.
I ain't gonna lie. I can see why they turned to something.
Yeah.
So
It's
something.
hard.
You ain't gonna see me like,
oh,
you
you
know
never
cocaine
catch
like
me.
that. No. But I can see why they turned to
Yes.
something.
And you can just tell, like,
It's exhausting.
it's a lot of work on the body, the mind,
Yeah.
the emotional state, even just separating yourself.
Absolutely.
Like, you know, you play a character that could be a serial killer. You can't take that.
Oh my
home.
God, you got it all up here.
Yes, and you have to. Okay, I'm off now. You can't come
Can't
home,
go home
with
and
me.
kill your family.
It's a lot of work, and I think a
Yeah.
lot of people don't understand that.
Yeah.
They're like, "Oh, I can act this, baby. You can get in front of the camera," but it's hard. It's
It
not
is.
easy.
It is. It really is to just turn into that character.
Mm-hmm.
And then a lot of time, you don't know how that character's scene is going to flow.
Exactly.
The director may be looking for something, but you're giving them something else.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're going to give you the note and tell you to change it up. And you're
Right.
hoping that you get it right.
Mm-hmm.
That you get it right. Because some of them can be mean as shit.
Mean and try to do worse and yell
Yeah.
at you. And a lot of times, like, especially now, you're in CGI, so you have
Yeah.
no set.
Yeah.
You act into a tennis ball. It's like, well, here we go.
Yeah. That's so
Okay.
true.
Yeah.
That's so true. So how do you feel about AI?
I don't care for AI. I think AI can have its benefits in helping in some aspects of the writer's room, but I do think we need to have human writers and human actors.
I agree.
And stuff like
I
that.
only use it for editing.
Yes, editing wise, be my guest. CGI wise,
Yeah.
go for it. But there is a different connection. You're gonna know, like, if someone who actually has like emotions wrote it versus AI.
That's true.
And just like, I don't want to watch a robot. Like, I know they use those a lot now for background work.
Yeah.
But they'd be looking crazy.
Yes.
Obviously,
They look like robots.
They do. I'm like, what is this?
They look
Just
like
hire
robots.
somebody.
I don't know who does the analysis for it,
Mm-hmm.
because is it more cost effective to hire a live person than to maintenance a robot?
Ooh. I feel like in the long run, it's gonna be more expensive to maintenance.
Absolutely.
75,000 robots.
Absolutely.
Like, y'all, in background for just 125,
You gotta maintenance the robots. You gotta
Mhm.
keep up with the software and the updates and everything, changing them out and rotating them, and I'm sure they need oil changes and lube jobs and take them to see the wind.
Like, I think a lot of like the big corporations think like, oh, like we're gonna do this. I'm like, you guys have to remember who gave you the platform.
I literally just had this conversation with one of the producers yesterday. Like, McDonald's is getting rid of everybody. I walked into a McDonald's and they had like a kiosk where you order your food and then you go over to the counter and get your bag.
It's crazy. McDonald's also needs to lower their prices. I don't know who they think they are.
Yeah, because those strawberry pies shouldn't be almost $3.
My little 10-piece McNugget meal should not be no $12.95.
No.
It wasn't even that good.
No. And then the filet of fish is $10 a meal.
Crazy.
And it's this little.
I remember you can get a meal at McDonald's for like $5-7. Or like a little cinnamon. Well, they bring back the snack wraps. If y'all want to do something, bring those back. Something good away. Bring those back. Then we can talk.
You heard about McDonald's snack wraps.
Please
talk about it.
You can
get your shit together.
But yeah, I think like just going back, just having a voice is important, and I really want to just give back to the community. None of this acting world is about money to me. I don't care if I could do it without the money obviously paying me, but like I don't need as much as they are paying me.
Because this is your passion.
Yeah.
It's a difference when it's your passion.
I literally just want a condo with clothes that I like. And I know Balenciaga. I'm talking about Skims and like Lululemon.
Okay.
Maybe a little Aritzia, just stuff that like I just want to be able to buy. Exactly.
Yeah.
I like being comfortable. I want to watch movies in my house.
Yeah, I'm cool with comfort. I don't need the
10-bedroom
mansion and all the acres.
I don't want that stuff.
That shit costs a lot to keep up.
It's gross. And
who's gonna clean it up?
Not me.
Who's gonna maintenance the grounds? That costs. I can just be comfortable.
Literally.
I can do my shit myself.
I just want to take all my money and build my own condominiums.
Oh, nice.
I want to
Invest.
put addicts, homeless mom, like single moms, because I've been through that. Obviously not an addict, but I've been homeless.
Yeah.
I've grown up with a single mom. I know the toll that it takes.
Yeah.
And I want to charge like $500 rent. I don't care how big the room is.
So you want to do affordable housing.
Exactly.
Let me know when you're ready. I'll be
girl, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it.
I'll be the one to help you structure.
I don't need to be a billionaire. I can't spend that much money in my lifetime. I don't need
But you will be with affordable housing because you're going to charge them 30% of their income, but you're going to get big ass tax credit on the back end.
I just want to give people jobs in the pocket.
Yeah.
I'm going to run for president. Stop playing.
But you know what's crazy? And you know, I worked in that industry for a long, long time. And do you know a lot of the homeless people here in Vegas don't want to get on the program because they don't want to provide their income information. It's so sad.
It's so sad. It's crazy.
So sad. I had this one guy, and I went in on a Saturday to accommodate these people because a couple of them told me they were homeless.
Yeah.
He got in there, and he was like, "Oh, you're asking me for too much. You're too nosy. You don't need to know all that." Sir, yes, I do. You still have to qualify.
Right. I'm trying to help you.
You still have to qualify, pass the background check, and you know, we just not gonna let anybody in here. We have to protect everybody. Yeah, so he stormed out, and my heart was broken because, sir, you're probably gonna be sleeping on the streets tonight.
Right. This is just
you can have keys in your hand within an hour.
But a lot of them, I'm not going to say every homeless person.
No, not everyone.
Do like the way they're living.
That's true.
And
and a lot of them are vets. And it disgusts me because they fought in wars. They saw shit and did things that they probably would have never done in life. And they're not protected or supported by our government.
Not at all. One thing I will live for, and I will say it till I'm screaming on the rooftops, I'm not fighting for a country that does not fight for me.
Yeah.
Get it together.
We'll go fight for every other country but our own.
Literally. Like just the way America, not to get into politics, but we have so much going on right now. We need to be focusing on us.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yeah. Like I've almost majored in poli-sci. So I love politics.
I did major in poli-sci.
Girl, I can talk about it for hours.
Yes,
and it's
I majored in poli-sci.
We just have to do better.
Yeah.
And that goes back to speaking up. Nobody in the entertainment industry, to my knowledge, is speaking up about these things.
They're all in cahoots.
Yeah. Y'all over there, y'all gonna recognize when Jesus comes.
They all in it together. Listen, let me tell you, the entertainment industry, both musically, screen-wise, the government, they party together.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah, they party together. But it's just disgusting that our vets are protected. They got hell of a health care, but that's it.
Healthcare, living on the street.
But what's the point of having it if you're living on the streets? And if you guys not following up with them to make sure that they are properly taking their medication, giving them classes to educate them on the importance of taking their education. You know, you got to be like the adults in the situation because they're not right up here.
Not at all. They've done so much. I'm like, yeah, no.
Yeah, I've dealt with too many of them that just are thrown to the streets.
It's so sad.
Yeah, even their families don't want to be bothered with them.
So
what makes you think we do?
Right.
You're like, well,
somebody got to help them.
But we want to help them. We want to help them, but just dealing with, you know, everything that comes along with them being having PTSD, and it's so sad.
Yeah,
it's so sad and so unfortunate. So I'm so happy for people like you,
girl. They can't keep me quiet.
They want to help and want to be that voice for them. I had a incident on the plane going and coming from LA. Really? I'm going to LA, and this young black girl is getting off the plane and she's getting her stuff, and she had to be like 18 or 19.
She's
she
a baby.
Was really, really young. Yeah. And this Asian guy was just pushing her out the way to move towards. I was like, hold on. I was like, oh, so you gonna push her? And I said, excuse me. And she was like, thank you so much. I'm like, no, I turned into mommy.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. Don't be gross.
The same thing happened getting off the flight again.
That's crazy.
This young chick, I don't know her nationality. She wasn't one of me. She wasn't one of us. She was gonna push her way out before I let the elder that was sitting next to me and her granddaughter get out the house. I said, I did just like this. I said, come on, mama.
Right. Just where are you gonna go? The door ain't even open.
Thank you.
That's one of my biggest pet peeves. Don't be getting up and the door not open. Wait.
We all going the same way at the same time. You're not gonna get out no faster than me.
Not at all. I'm just like, y'all, where do you have to go so bad?
No.
Book earlier flight. That's crazy. Crazy.
So you chilling until the studios come get up and going here, huh?
Yeah, I'm chilling. Like I really want to focus on just social media.
Okay. Content creating.
Yeah, that plays a big
podcast
role.
coming up.
I should.
Yes,
I
you
got a lot to say.
should. Yes, you should.
And a lot of people
I think your podcast will be so dope.
I love talking. I love talking.
So dope.
And I could just talk about. There's nothing I won't talk about. You know.
Yeah.
And I love being able to hear different sides. Prove me wrong.
Yep.
Please.
Yep.
Because I'm stubborn and I know I am.
And when you're right, you're right.
Yeah. Kudos to you. Hey, I honestly think I could do a podcast, but it's just finding the right person. You have to have that person to bounce off you.
That's true.
And a lot of my friends, we be bouncing, but it's different with each of them.
Well, why don't you just start off solo? And I think that person will naturally come to you.
Let's see.
They'll be like, hey, you want to collab? Let's do this. Let's talk outside. Yeah, let's do this. I can totally see it, and I think you should do it. I encourage you to do it.
You.
I mean, your content creating your podcast thing goes in.
Just anything. Everything is
keep you busy.
Yeah.
Keep you in tune, in the flow of what you got going on and what you need to be focusing on. But at the same time, you're falling back.
Exactly.
Until you're ready. So
everything is just social media now. So
I love it. I mean,
I'm mad at it.
People make millions off social media.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they do.
Millions. And that's how they become entertainers.
That's how they do it, y'all.
So shout out to social media, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram.
Y'all better
with an X.
Right, y'all better keep my TikTok. Y'all playing with me.
Yeah.
A joke.
TikTok love me.
I love
they do. TikTok, they always, engage. That's one thing about TikTok. They engage.
And I be on it.
Yeah.
I be on it. I can't even lie. I don't watch TV. I watch TikTok. I don't use Google. I use TikTok.
Shout out to Shola, because this is a young lady I met yesterday who said she had to unsubscribe. No, she didn't unsubscribe. She removed it from her phone because she was giving TikTok 100% of her life.
You have to use it wisely.
She was addicted. She's like, see, it's not on my phone anymore.
I wouldn't say I'm addicted, but I do spend a lot. If I am on my phone and it's not work-wise, I am on TikTok. But I also find it as this is my relaxing time. I'm at peace. I can sit there and watch a movie. Like I didn't watch Oppenheimer. I can sit there and watch a 3-hour movie. My time span and attention span isn't off.
Okay.
But I do think TikTok it's easier when someone is showing you how to do it.
That's true.
I'm going to look it up on TikTok before I type it in on Google.
Wow. I never thought of that.
I don't use Google.
Google, watch out.
Watch.
TikTok's taking over. That's why they want to get rid of that.
Oh, that's the one thing we can agree on.
Because TikTok's taking over.
It's just, and it's very, there really is just, there's censorship when it's important, but news. They're not telling us a lot of things that are happening in Gaza. Like people are using their freedom of speech.
Yeah.
Which I like.
Yeah.
And I also just like funny videos. I be watching videos of cats and I have a ball. I saw a video today, the monkeys was playing with her. I said, girl, you got like 5 monkeys in your room. That's crazy.
The monkeys, they crack me up.
It's just great for business. There's so many small businesses.
Yes.
So many young people.
All of those businesses will be affected.
All of them. And they be making money, y'all.
But I did hear something about applying for immunity.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm sure you have to have a few dollars for that, of course. But it's out there.
We'll see what happens. You know how many times they be threatening us with stuff.
I just don't think it's going anywhere, guys. I don't think we have anything to worry about. If we do, we all should be afraid.
This is like my Roman Empire. I think about this all the time. I'm like, what the hell haven't we revolted yet?
I'm ready.
I'm ready. I'll see y'all outside.
I'm ready.
Because I'm just like,
Look.
I'm thinking, I'm like, wait a minute. Everybody's here for the guns and rah, 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 rah. And yet we just sit here letting them abuse us and use it.
That's humanity. They complain but won't fight.
Like, wait a minute.
I'll talk, no action.
Y'all better listen to Hamilton.
That's
Learn
humanity
your
for you.
history.
Mm-hmm. I'll talk, no action.
Mm-hmm.
They love to complain. But write your legislator. Go take a trip down to the office, you know.
Please vote. Stop. Don't play with me.
Yeah. That's your voice.
Yeah, you can't complain if you
My mom used to tell me it don't mean shit if it ain't in black and white.
Not at all.
So write them. Send an email.
Everything on paper, y'all.
Let them know how you feel. Start a petition.
Literally something. I don't want to hear y'all complain.
Change.org.
Voting.
Shit is electronic now. You don't have to get out and go door to door to get signatures.
It takes you 5 seconds.
Yeah, change.org. Start a petition. It can happen.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna happen. You probably won't have your family and friends support you, but you got millions of other people who have the same issues that are willing to support.
People like being comfortable, and I am not. I like being comfortable in my own home.
Yeah,
but I don't like being comfortable in certain situations. I'm gonna say something to you.
Yeah, me too. That's fine.
Yeah, I don't care if your feelings hurt. You grown.
Yeah,
you grown.
We gonna take care of this now. Communication,
just
conversation.
Yeah.
And if you take it the wrong way, you take it the wrong way. That's on you. That's on you.
No touch shade.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
What can you do?
Nothing. Nothing. We're not gonna even go there.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy. It's crazy.
So philanthropist should have been the title and not actress.
I know. I just have so many things I want to do.
And before we go, Miss Philanthropist, I have to ask you this question. Did you watch the Nickelodeon?
Of course I watched it.
How did you feel?
I liked it. I feel like I shouldn't say that but I love like documentaries.
Yeah.
Like
Me too.
I enjoyed the production of it. But I feel like this was something that has been happening and no one wants to say anything.
I'm ready for them to do Disney.
Go ahead and do Disney, y'all. But, people are saying, like, oh, they had a $300,000 NDA. Possibly. Who knows? $300,000 is a lot of money.
That's not a lot of money.
You don't know,
That's not a lot of money. I wouldn't care.
I'm going to tell y'all, like, be careful, especially when it's children.
Yeah.
That's even yourself. Like, there's predators.
Oh,
in
yeah.
entertainment.
I've talked about that with other guests. Like, in my first guest, she was like, why is it always the cringy looking ones that want to be the predators? Not the nice looking ones that you wouldn't mind taking.
Right? To me, at least be cute. If you're going to be snobby, be cute. Don't come at me.
The wine things and the F things.
You look gross. Just get it together.
But just to know that men do not value women in the way they should, and all of these men have mothers. Mm-hmm. They have mothers. They were born. Mm-hmm. So what if it was your mom?
It's crazy. And I think
your mom in that position.
If you do have anyone under the age of 21, advocate for your children.
Yes.
Put your foot down.
Yes.
My child would never. I will burn. I will commit arson.
I saw a video where Shirley Temple was talking about her experience where her mother, they left Fox and went over to MGM, and her mother and her were separated. Mm-mm. No way you separated me from my child. What? Why?
You crazy. You lost your mind. You want to fight in the parking lot?
She's 11.
Crazy. She's a child.
And then she said she went in the room and this man was butt naked.
Mm-hmm. Disgusting. Like what possesses you to even do that?
A baby.
That's why I feel like Amanda Bynes and Lohan, they are this is what happens when no one says anything. Yeah. Thankfully, Drake Bell, he's okay now, but when his father, that broke me. Yeah. That was so heartbreaking because he told his mama, said, don't let my son be that man.
But it's so amazingly disgusting how many parents, they know.
But they want money.
They're selling their children.
They'll do it again.
I will sell myself before I sell my kid.
Mhm.
Really and truly, like,
Never. That's crazy. Like, I don't have kids, but I've worked with kids. I was a nanny for 5 years. Don't do that. Don't have kids.
yeah.
Just don't have kids. Kids are a luxury.
And it's not worth $1. You something.
You do it. You
You
want
do
to right? What I gotta do?
You
You
know?
do it.
And if that's what they want to happen with your kid for that contract, it's another
It's
one out
no.
there. God got something better.
It's a no.
God got something better. They don't need that.
Y'all look.
And look at how they turn out.
It's so heartbreaking.
Look at how they turn out.
It's crazy.
Orlando Brown breaks my heart.
It's just
Every time he opens his mouth, it just breaks my heart.
Look, the devil works in that industry, y'all.
Oh yeah.
That is his industry.
It's dark.
It's dark.
It's
It is
dark.
dark.
It's dark.
So you gotta
buy the weave.
really
Really
play
and
the
truly.
cards.
Yeah.
Play the cards right. You can play the cards, but be the dealer. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't be playing with them. But see, they gonna try to shut me up. They gonna
You know it.
she can't be casted.
She got to work with.
Let me tell you one thing, okay? If God has giveth, nothing can taketh, okay?
And there you have it,
Don't play
y'all.
with me.
And there you have it. All right, y'all. She got action. We gonna get up off of here. We got shit to do. Thank you, Destiny, for coming over and sitting on the sofa today.
Yay!
Y'all gonna see her on the big screen.
You gonna see me one day.
Or behind the camera.
I'll be there. You gonna see me, y'all.
Coming soon. Coming soon. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good one. We gonna get up out of here and say goodbye.
Bye.